Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great. I am Mirza Khan and today I will be reviewing a book for you guys named as The Kite Runner and it is written by Khalid Hosseini. So let's begin. The Kite Runner is the first novel by an Afghan American author Khalid Hosseini which was published in 2003. The author is also famous as a bestseller for A Thousand Splendid Suns and The Mountains Echoed. So let's see the storyline of this book. It tells the story of Amir, a young boy from Wazir Akbar Khan district of Kabul. The author himself considers it as a father and son relationship story, whereas a famous writer, Isabel Allende, says this is one of those unforgettable stories that stays with you for years. All the great themes of literature and life are the fabric of this extraordinary novel: love, honor, guilt, fear, and redemption. The book has overall 25 chapters and 3 main parts. Let us briefly discuss part 1 of the story. Amir is a well to do Pashtun boy whose father is a wealthy and well known merchant of Kabul, whereas Hassan is Hazara. The Hazaras are Persian speaking natives of Afghanistan residing in mountainous regions known as Hazarajat. Hassan is a son of Ali, who is the servant of Amir's father. Flying kites was a part of culture in Afghanistan. Amir was quite good at flying a kite and shooting down the enemy kite in the sky, whereas Hassan is a successful kite runner. He knows where the kite will land without even watching it. Both the boys are motherless. Amir's mother died when he was born, and Hassan's mother left him and his father Ali after Hassan's birth. Amir's father, who is a wealthy merchant, Amir refers him as Baba. He loves both Amir and Hassan equally. He buys exactly same things for both of them, which sometimes annoy Amir, but Amir and Hassan are really good friends. Amir finds a kinder fatherly figure in Rahim Khan, who is Baba's closest friend. Rahim Khan understands Amir better and supports his interest in writing. Now there is this evil character in a story named Asif. He always mock Amir for socializing with a Hazara boy. According to him, Hazaras can only be slaves and they belong to Hazarajat. One day Asif prepares to attack Amir with brass knuckles, but Hassan defends Amir, threatening to shoot out Asif's eye with his slingshot. Hassan was really good at slingshot. Asif backs off but swears to take revenge one day. Finally, one day Amir won the kite flying tournament and also won Baba's praise. And Hassan, on the other hand, runs for the last cut kite only to give it to Amir so that he can show his father the real trophy. Hassan left to catch the kite, saying this unforgettable dialogue with which the story starts: "For you 1,000 times over." However, after finding the kite, Hassan encountered Asif in his way. He beated him and then raped him because Hassan refused to give him the kite, which he ran for Amir. Amir, on the other hand, witnessed the act, but he was too coward and scared to interfere because he thought that the kite was the only way to gain his father's love and praise. Afterwards, Amir keeps distance from Hassan. His feelings of guilt prevent him from interacting with the boy. Hassan's mental and physical health begins to destroy. Amir begins to believe that life would be easier if Hassan were not around, so he plants a watch and some money under Hassan's mattress, in hope that Baba will make him leave. Hassan falsely confesses when confronted by Baba. Although Baba forgives him, but Hassan and Ali leaves anyway, because Hassan told Ali what happened to him. Amir is freed of daily reminder of his cowardice and betrayal, but he still lives in their shadow. Now, in the second part of the story, it was 1979, 5 years later. The Soviet Union military invaded Afghanistan. Baba and Amir escaped to Peshawar, Pakistan, and then to California, where they settle in. Baba begins work at a gas station. After graduating from high school, Amir takes classes in university to develop his writing skills. Every Sunday, Baba and Amir make extra money selling used goods. There, Amir met fellow refugee Suraya Tihari and her family. Baba is diagnosed with terminal cancer but is still capable of granting Amir one last favor. He asks Suraya's father permission for Amir to marry her. He agrees and the two marry. Shortly afterward, Baba dies. Amir and Suraya settle down in a happy marriage, but to their sorrow, they learn that they cannot have children. Amir embarks on a successful career as a novelist, but he was still living with a guilt. 15 years after his wedding, Amir receives a call from his father's best friend and his childhood father figure, Rahim Khan, who is dying. Asks Amir to visit him in Peshawar. He tells Amir that there is a way to be good again. Now, in the third part of the story, from Rahim Khan, Amir learns that Hassan and Ali are both dead. Ali was killed in a landmine, while Hassan and his wife were killed after Hassan refused to allow the Taliban to confiscate Baba and Amir's house in Kabul. Rahim Khan further reveals that Ali was not Hassan's biological father. Hassan was actually the son of Baba, making him Amir's half-brother. Finally, Rahim Khan tells Amir that the reason he calls Amir to Pakistan is to ask him to rescue Hassan's son, Sohrab, from the orphanage in Kabul. Amir searched for Sohrab and he found out that he was kidnapped by Taliban leader. Amir meets the Taliban leader, who reveals himself as Asif. Sohrab is being kept at Asif's house as a dancing boy. Asif agrees to free Sohrab if Amir can beat him in a fight. Asif then badly beats Amir, breaking several bones, until Sohrab uses a slingshot to fire a brass ball into Asif's left eye. Sohrab helps Amir out of the house, where he passes out and wakes up in a hospital. Amir tells Sohrab of his plans to take him back to America and possibly adopt him. However, American authorities demand evidence of Sohrab's orphan status. Amir tells Sohrab that he may have to go back to orphanage for a little while as they have encountered a problem in adoption process. And Sohrab, terrified about returning to orphanage, attempts suicide. Amir eventually manages to take him back to United States. After his adoption, Sohrab refuses to interact with Amir or Suraya until Amir recreated some of Hassan's tricks. In the end, Sohrab only gives a slight smile, but Amir takes it with all his heart as he runs the kite for Sohrab, saying, "For you 1,000 times over." Now let's have a glimpse on a short clip from the movie that was created after this book.
Two friends, as close as brothers. Until war forced them continents apart.
My son, a college graduate.
You should come home.
Forgive me for what I have to tell you. Hassan is dead.
A week before he died,
He sent you a letter.
Now to rescue his friend's son,
What happened to the boy?
the Taliban took him.
he must journey to a land he no longer knows.
We need to go back to Kabul.
This fall,
So what brings you back to Afghanistan?
I'm going to find a boy. His father meant a lot to me.
one of the most beloved stories of our time
Now there is a way to be good again.
becomes one of the most anticipated films of the year.
You know what they will do to you if they see you're clean shaven.
From the director of Finding Neverland and Monsters Ball,
I dream that my son will grow up to be a good person. A free person. I dream that someday you will return to revisit the land of our childhood. I dream that flowers will bloom in the streets again. kites will fly in the skies.